Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, we're back in action.
Back in action. How's everything?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you.
What's your name again?
My name is Jeremy.
Jeremy. Jason. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
Start with the pitch.
Okay, sounds good. So I always like to start with a why. Why did I create this company? I created CoinGenius because I'm a cryptocurrency trader myself. I have a past life as an equities trader, just from a retail standpoint. I have a high interest in that. And as I was trading cryptocurrencies and getting exposed to the market, I realized there was a lot of rudimentary tools out there. And any coin that I wanted to potentially invest in, I found myself researching for hours and hours because all the information is siloed across the internet. You go to coinmarketcap.com to check historical prices, price movement, etc., with limited information. You go to Blocktivity to understand the capacity utilization index of the individual coin or project itself. You can go on social media, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, etc., to understand the generalized sentiment from a social perspective. All of this takes a long time. And I realized that there was this huge opportunity to basically create a Bloomberg terminal, if you will, for the cryptocurrency space. I started socializing the idea and realized very quickly I was onto something. Everybody that I was speaking to reached out and they said, I think this is a great idea. I'd use it tomorrow if you had it. So very quickly in the last 6 months, I've really pushed forward on this. And in just 6 months, I have a team now of 15 people. I have 8 of the top advisors out there, period, in their respective industries. And we're building a very robust platform, aggregating over 100 different data points all in one platform. We have a mobile app, mobile first strategy. So we're building a mobile application right now, very sophisticated. It gives the ability to do different overlays and do comparative analysis with data points that actually matter to you, because as we know, each investor cares about different factors. So maybe I want to compare the crypto market to the S&P 500 or to other, Asian markets or whatever the case may be, and see if there's any correlations. So a lot of people don't have access to those tools in one place, and that's what we're trying to give them. On top of that, we have a team of data scientists and mathematicians that are crunching the numbers on the back end and creating proprietary algorithms for predictive analytics, so we can predict the next day prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even as the market as a whole, so we can understand what's the trajectory of the market given all the different factors. So utilizing artificial intelligence, we're able to figure out different triggers and understand from past news posts and things that have had a direct impact on the market. If that happens again, we can alert the user of anything that could have the ability and the propensity to be able to change the market and influence it in a positive and or negative way. So we have a few different types of revenue streams that would be coming from this type of application. The first one is through the mobile app. It's a subscription-based model. So getting access to all the data and all the analysis is going to be a monthly fee. There's different levels of that. And then that comes with the advanced notification system and some AI-driven features, such as how stable is this particular coin or project long-term. We'll add ICOs later on. So how, their community rating. How active is the community? How engaged are they? Are they liking? Are they sharing? Are they developing off the GitHub codes and the repositories? All those things we're going to be able to quantify so people can see that. And then on the back end, the other revenue stream would then be selling the data. The data and all the normalized data is really important in real time to a lot of these hedge fund managers and hedge funds that rely on this type of data to ingest in their algorithms. And we also have a third revenue stream, which is our own algorithms, right? So right now on historical backtesting, we're at a 95% accuracy rate in predicting next day Bitcoin prices. Now, it sounds really good, but at the end of the day, we're still $400 or $500 off from the close of day price. So what that means is that we're injecting more and more factors such as sentiment analysis, community analysis, to inject those into our algorithms, continuously refining those, because at the end of the day, if we can get to 99%, every hedge fund in the entire world will want our algorithms, and they'll pay us a pretty hefty penny for that as well. So that's what we're aiming for. So we have 3 different types of revenue streams that we're creating. So as you can see, it's very different than that of probably a typical crypto company that you come across, because we're building a revenue model. We are entrepreneurs. We've built businesses before. We've scaled businesses before. A lot of us come from digital marketing backgrounds where we built AI and machine learning technologies for some of the biggest brands in the world. So we're applying some of that knowledge and marrying that with the cryptocurrency space and our passion for blockchain. So that's what we're doing.
How far along is the app? Is it ready?
The app is not ready. We have the prototype that's already ready and it's functioning. It's aggregating data. The MVP app will be ready in about mid-July at this point. The algorithms, like I said, are currently being refined. So I mean, we have working tech at this point. It's not just an idea at this point.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have 15 people working on this, and some of the top data scientists, machine learning people in the world. From an advisory perspective, we have people that are like ex-senior VPs of Bank of America, director of data science at Comcast, one of the guys who created voice over IP. So we are surrounded by a lot of people that really believe in this project, because there's a huge gap in the market, and everybody that we come in contact with, especially at conferences, they say, as soon as it's ready, I will use it.
Yeah. How much have you raised, and like how much have you invested so far?
$25,000 from the founder. $25,000 from the internal founders. That's the capital we provided. We just did our public launch right now in the last, I would say, 30 days or so. So we went to the Crypto Invest Summit. I pitched on stage, and then we went to Consensus. So very quickly, we're in a lot of different conversations with potential investors, but we're in our seed round right now. So in our seed round, we're seeking between $500,000 and $750,000 because we don't need more than that at this point. We just want to bring the product to life, and we want to get this to market. And then from there, the valuation will go up tremendously, because we're going to be revenue positive in the first 6 to 12 months. And then at that point, it makes a heck of a lot of sense for us to raise additional capital, whether it be through Regulation A+, Reg D, whatever the case may be, and we're working on that, to be able to raise capital upwards from $5 to $7 million for our next round.
God, so it's $500K for what kind of equity are you giving away? That
so for $500,000, we're doing 7%.
It's a pretty big valuation.
We do, and it's there's a lot of different factors there. Number one, we have a tremendous team that's put in over 1,000 hours of their time in trying to get this up and running. Number two, we already have tech that is working. Yes, we don't have a fully fledged app, but we're way far ahead of a lot of different ICOs out there, in the sense that we already have tech that's working, and it's going to launch in the middle of June. We already know what we have, in the sense from a predictive analytics standpoint. We could probably launch a product now through an API, and we could probably sell it off to hedge funds today. But we want to wait, because we want to refine the models and become much more accurate before we go down that road. We've already talked to some of the biggest hedge funds in the world, and then also some of the biggest financial research tools out there, like a Yahoo Finance or MSNBC. They're also very interested in ingesting this type of data as well, to create a differentiation strategy for all their research tools.
Okay, and you're doing an ICO, right?
So right now, we're just doing traditional equity round at this point. In the future, we will do a security token offering. We're not going to do a utility token offering because of obviously impending regulations.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
I mean, the security token offering, that's just something that's going to come up later down the line once the product is ready.
It takes 4 to 6 months to even go down that road. We're leaning towards Reg A+, and it's because there's no lockup period. You can, trade it on the secondary markets right away. So that's really important to us as well. And you can sell it to the public and accredited investors. So for us, that's really important to get the name out, get the community involved and integrated into the application.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it's a cool project. It's $7 million valuation. It's pretty high. I mean, yep. As far as me as an investor, that's definitely above my pay grade.
Yeah.
But like my expertise is in marketing, so that's what I'm good at, viral marketing. And we could talk more on that if you guys you need help with marketing. Marketing officer type of role. That's kind of like what I'm more of an advisor marketing role. That's what I'm taking on from more of these cryptocurrency companies, and that's kind of where I stand as far as investing. Like I said, it wouldn't be something I would be able to invest in, but I love the project. It's definitely something that could take off. Like you said, every hedge fund manager will need something like this. Yeah. And what's the subscription base? Like what kind of price point?
So the standard price point is $4.99 a month, all the way up to $99.99 a month. And as we begin scaling and integrating more artificial intelligence driven features that learn from past and historical data and give you an indication as to what you should be paying attention to. That's where it gets a little higher in terms of subscription fee. But there's competitors out there that are charging $99.99 today, so almost $100 a month, and there's quite a few people paying for that. So we know that if we come at a lower level and we have a better mousetrap in the sense, because from a UI perspective, everything is very, I would say, rudimentary. So we have a very clean, simple design. The designs I can share with you as well. It's pretty awesome. And a lot of people respond very well to it. And it gives you an easy way to do, like I said, your own research all on one platform.
And have you had any experience in the subscription model of just kind of like giving your own predictions and
no,
maybe buy and sell trade type of things?
No, I haven't done that.
So you do trade by yourself. You don't give any recommendations.
Right. Exactly.
Helping the community. So this would be the first. I got you. Because we have. I just came out with a platform called Coin Alertly. We actually send push notifications of what to buy, when to sell, type of thing.
Oh, cool.
It's like a social media cryptocurrency platform.
Okay.
We just launched not too long ago. So I'm a little bit in this space, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of know what's going on as far as you know, but the hedge fund part of it, you know, the AI, that's definitely something that's worth the money right there.
No, I agree. And look, that's out of my wheelhouse too. And that's why my philosophy as a founder is to bring on people that are much smarter than me.
Yeah.
And then hopefully by osmosis, I learn and I get smarter as a result. And I think that's happening, which is a good thing. But it's pretty incredible to see the type of people and the sheer talent that's willing to sacrifice a lot of their time. A lot of these people have full-time jobs and they're doing this as a side gig to be able to help bring this thing to life because they believe in how big this could really be. So it's pretty exciting for us.
That's
and
cool.
It's not, cryptocurrency is like the first phase because once we refine this model, we can apply predictive analytics to a lot of different industries. As an example, real estate is on our roadmap as well. So providing predictive analytics for the real estate market could be a huge opportunity as well. But we want to refine, obviously, the models for CoinGenius specifically first.
Have you ever heard of Swarm.fund?
I have, yeah.
Actually partnered up with them last year. Not really partnered, but we did some small promotions for them.
Yeah.
And actually their coin just kind of like went back up the last month.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it kind of like sparked my interest again. Me and my partners were like, hey, you know, maybe we should reach out back to them and see what's going on. But they're kind of like similar business model, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They're kind of like, I guess, would be competitor.
It is somewhat similar. I wouldn't consider them a direct competitor at all. But they have some similarities for sure.
Yeah, I don't think they have any subscription type of model. I'm not even sure what their business model is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They're probably so new in the startup phase.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would love to help out on this project. I maybe know a couple people that would invest that much, but I don't know about it. 7%. That's a very high valuation.
Right. Right. And I understand we're new, and I think it would warrant a longer discussion to be able to help understand and justify why we're at that level. Obviously, any company that's pre-revenue, you have to go on projected revenues as well. And if you just take 300 million people that are hitting the website of coinmarketcap.com, right, every single month, if you're able to capture 0.5% of that, 0.7% of that traffic, and you're able to convert them into this app, because once again, nobody else is doing what we're doing. They're not aggregating all these data points. So people are going on CoinMarketCap to get that type of substantial data. So it's not going to be, in our opinions, a hard sell. And I've never been in an industry before where I'm pitching a product and 100% of the people are saying, I'll use that. Usually, as you know, like, you're lucky if 25% of the people are like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. This is 100% of the people that are in the crypto space say, I will use that tomorrow. So I don't think it's unfeasible for us to be able to capture a pretty good amount of their traffic just from that site alone. And if I could convert that at only $1.99, which is lower than our projections, that's $25 million year one. So I don't think we're trying not to come off as being greedy or anything, or trying to put some crazy valuation out there. I think what we have, and based on the team we have, and if people did a little due diligence and understanding who the people that are backing us, would understand that's a very fair valuation at this point. Because at the end of the day, you think of utility tokens that have launched that have asked for $100 million and successfully raised that. They had no product. most of them.
Yeah,
We actually have something tangible.
All ideas.
And we're asking for.
What are you going to use? What do you need the 500,000 for?
So the 500,000 is going to bring the app to life much quicker with more features, with more AI integration. We also, like I said, there's some key players that are doing this as a side hustle, if you will, and all they want to do is do this full time. So being able to, absorb those operational costs and bringing people on to be able to work full time. So marketing is
payroll as well.
Yeah, payroll as well. Marketing is another huge thing. Obviously, we have a go-to-market strategy. We have some of the brightest marketing minds out there, but it's just a matter of implementation, and we all know it costs money, right? Whether it's advertising or placements or influencer marketing, things like that. And then also a legal perspective, that's really the last area, because you have to have a pretty robust legal team that's advising you to make sure you don't make any missteps, and that's really important to us at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, I will put the word out.
Okay.
And we can maybe send me what you have.
Okay.
Via email.
Okay.
Whatever kind of like drawings, schematics, PDFs, anything you have up until this point. See if I spark anybody's interest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty well connected in the space, and a lot of people.
Awesome.
That possibly could be investors.
Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Do you just want to connect on the app and then send me your email? Is that the best way, or?
Yeah. Well, as soon as I get off, I'll message you on the app.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, thanks again. I really appreciate it. It was fun.
It's great meeting you. Thank you, Pitch Investors Live, for connecting us, and we'll catch you guys later. Whoever's watching this or watching the replay.
Thanks.
I know they like to post this live, the live chats everywhere on Facebook, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. So, well, thanks again. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Jason.
See ya.